Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to switch it up a little bit today. We're going to do more of a ranching video instead of team roping, but I think you guys will really enjoy this one. Come along with me and we'll do some ranching today. All right, guys, we're headed out to feed some horses this morning. It's about 7 degrees, so it's pretty darn cold. I got some hand warmers held onto my GoPro with my wife's hair tie, so hopefully we'll keep it from dying, but these things don't do very well in the cold, so we'll see what happens. But we're gonna have to feed horses with the snowmobile this morning. We've got a lot of snow, as you can tell, so yeah, we'll go get this done. All right, got some barn cats up here. They do a good job of taking care of the mice and stuff. Give them a little bit of food this morning. Gonna spread it out for them because there's a few. And Abby likes to keep an eye on them. So this is the hayloft. We already got a couple bales down for this morning, but I'm gonna throw a couple more for tonight. I didn't mention today is Super Bowl Sunday, so trying to get everything done before Super Bowl. Hopefully that'll be a good game, we'll see, but I'll throw a few bales down for this evening. That's my version of the Hawks right there. Nice little healing dummy. Looks like something's chewing on it. It's kind of weird. You guys notice our tractors, pretty nice tractors. They got heat and AC. Heat in the summertime and AC in the winter. Come on, let's go, Abby. All right.
What's that? You about furries?
It wasn't actually too bad. Okay. All right, GoPro's still running. That's good. My heat or my hand warmers must be working. So we got the horses fed. We're gonna go check on these cows. They're getting pretty close. Should be another week and a half, 2 weeks. We might, you know, start getting the first ones to start calving. Hopefully they'll wait a little while. We're gonna get even colder here in the next week, I guess. So they're kind of running from me right now, but these girls got a bale last night back here that, yeah, they're a little fresh this morning, but so nobody looks like they're gonna calve anytime soon, as at least in the next couple days. So yeah, I'll show you back. I'll take you back here and show you where there's a couple of them still back here eating, but I got a bale out for them, so looks like they're all doing good. Here's their mineral inside that barrel there. So yeah, everything's doing good this morning. Probably grain the horses later today, just with it being cold and this cold snap that's coming. I need to trim my horse, and also I'll introduce you to all those horses later. They didn't seem super hungry this morning. They got a lot yesterday, so they'll come up later on. We'll give some of them some grain, and I'll introduce you to all of them. And then I gotta also try to get my truck going today. My dad had it started yesterday, but haven't been using it much, but just trying to, you know, let it run every once in a while, just so the batteries don't go dead. And you know, but I'm gonna have to see if I can get it out of the spot. It's kind of plowed in right now, so take a look at that. Look at all that snow. But yeah, we'll see if we can get that baby out of there later on today. So, well, I think we're gonna head in and get some breakfast and some coffee, and so stay tuned. My dad's working on a fire. Fire went out last night. Did you get it going?
Yeah.
This is actually what heats the house. So it runs underground, heats the water, and then goes underneath the house and heats the floor. So it's a pretty handy deal. All right, so it's been a couple hours. Starting to warm up a little bit. I think it's around 20. So we're gonna go out. I'm gonna plug my truck in, and then I'm gonna grain these horses and trim my horse. Get some of that done. Looks like the cows decided to come out. All out there. Finally got their heads out of that bale. All right.
I don't know. Do you want to feed Rooster?
Yeah.
I'll just grab these 3 then. All right, so this big guy right here, this is Rooster. He doesn't get used much anymore. He's got a little bit of age on him now. My dad's horse Slim, but I can get her. Oh. And this is my horse. This is Jess. She's the horse that you guys that have watched the roping videos, she's the one that I usually am on. Mostly heel on her. Can rope both ends, but pretty much just use her to heel. I get made fun of because she needs a haircut, and she's kind of got a bunch of snow and ice in her mane. It's kind of a mess, but I just say she's a girl. She likes long hair, so should probably at least brush it though. Hi, kitty. If you want to bring Rooster in here, you can. Yeah, but I can wait a few. She's really actually not too bad, but they kind of get a bunch of snow and ice in their sole right in here, and it's not near as bad. Like I said, if you pull the shoes in the winter time, they won't ball up near as bad, but if you leave a shoe on and throughout the winter, they'll really ball up bad. So you can tell she's actually not too bad. So once you get that foot flat on the bottom, you can put them up on a stand, and then I just kind of like to round them pretty good. You know, so that foot kind of in the shape of, you know, like a shoe, like a horseshoe would be. Just kind of round that foot, just so they don't, it makes it so there's not any sharp edges, so they won't break it off very easy. All right, girl. So I'm definitely not a professional farrier by any means, but I feel like that's a good way to, you know, save yourself a little bit of money. I trim and shoe my own horse, and I learned a lot from my dad and my grandpa over the years. And I can do a video, you know, kind of showing everything about trimming and shoeing a horse, if that's something you guys would be interested in. But yeah, let me know in the comments if that's something you guys would like to see. So I can definitely do one of those. Probably wouldn't be able to do a shoeing one until, you know, this spring once the snow melts. But I can definitely do a, you know, kind of a full trimming video, or like I said, in a couple months I can definitely do a full shoeing video. So yeah, let me know. And this is Peppy. He's an old boy. I don't know, I think he's around 20. I think we can go back. Come on, bud. Take these two back. All right, so yeah, these are all the horses we have here right now. My grandpa's in Arizona for the winter down there roping, so he's got a couple of his down there. So we've got 7 here total, but these are the only ones we've got right now. So, but yeah, so I guess we'll go see if I can get my truck. All right, I suppose I better shovel it off a little bit first here. Crazy amount of snow. All right, so another reason why I want to get this truck started, I need to take it down a little town about 15 minutes away and just put some diesel in it. I haven't added diesel to this thing, and it was last fall, so it was before they put the winter diesel in the pumps. So if you're from someplace in the north, you know that I think it's from November through March they put an additive in the diesel so that it won't gel up as easy. So I need to get that done. Oh yeah. Well, never mind. Scratch that idea. I'm not going to go down and put some diesel in it. It's got more than I realized. So my dad had some of this diesel treat stuff for his tractor. So I'm just going to dump some of this in there. So that should work just fine. So we're going to do that. Yeah. Also, this is my dad, Nate, by the way.
All right.
All right, let's see if we can get this truck out of here. Neutral. Okay.
And when you go, just go.
Okay. Well, it looks like all the cows are back behind the barn again. Kind of thinking about actually trying to get a good look at them, just like I said, because they're getting kind of close to calving here in the next, couple weeks. So see if we can get a look at them here. Go through the barn here. So these girls they're actually low-line cattle. They are a smaller breed of cattle, nice for small acreage, and then we breed them to a full-size Angus bull, and then that way we can get good calves out of them too, that end up weaning pretty heavy. So it works out good for us because we can run a few more than we would be able to if, you know, if they were full-size cattle. And then we've got a few Coriani cows too, that red and white one there, and then her calf from last year. There's another Coriani cow in here too, and then that wild bull that just took off running. I think you saw him. He was the one that we ended up roping, and we banded him and gave him a shot last week. You can find that video on my channel as well. He's a wild little thing. I think his dad had a little longhorn in him. We ended up roping him last summer too. He was here, and but anyway, here's a fun fact of the day. So if you raise roping cattle, or if you're a team roper, you probably know this, but if you wait a little while to castrate bull calves, Coriani, or Coriani Longhorn Cross, whatever you like to rope, those bases on their horns are a lot better, which makes it a lot better for roping, because you don't have to worry about breaking those horns. It's crazy. The difference is crazy. We bought 3 bulls and a steer last year, and the bulls, we left them for a while, and their horn bases were, it seems like, almost double the size of that steer. He was a steer before we got him, so it's pretty crazy, if you're breaking them in and you horse steps left fast or whatever, and you end up tipping one over, you don't break a horn or happen to hickey a horn on a head loop, you don't have to worry so much about breaking them. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. So if you ever want to start raising your own Coriani cows or whatever, that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, there's that black Coriani cow. She's got a good set of horns on her, but she ended up prolapsing last year. She's the mom of that wild bull, and she was in rough shape, full uterus prolapse, and it was a pretty ugly scene. Had to have the vet come out and put it all back in, and but she acts fine. She's not bred. We had her preg checked, so we were planning to get rid of her, but I don't know what we're gonna do. And that's the funny thing with those Coriani cows too. There's tons of stories about people, preg checking them and being like, oh yeah, they're open, and then 3 weeks later, oh, guess what? She just had a calf. So kind of interesting there. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you some facts and thought maybe some of you guys would be interested in that. That cow's kind of got a good bag on her there. You can kind of tell, I'm sure it's hard to see in the video, but when their udders and their bag of milk starts filling up, that's a pretty good indication they're getting pretty close. Yeah, thanks for watching.